In this video, I'm going to show you how to remove and replace your intake cam position sensor on a 2.4 liter in a Jeep Patriot. It's located on the exhaust side of the head. Some engine sensors may require a relearn. So let's disconnect our air intake. Just turn these counterclockwise, one turn, half turn, pull this tube out. Now you can see the negative battery cable. We'll disconnect that. That's going to be a 10mm wrench or socket. Get it loose enough so that you can turn and then lift it right off. I'm going to tuck this out of the way so it doesn't ground out. So let's get ready to start moving our air box. I'm going to dismount the bracket to the strut tower, 10mm socket. Get that out of the way. And then I'm going to take an 8mm socket or a flathead screwdriver, and I'm going to take the air hose to the throttle body off from the air box. Let's take that air line off the box. Okay, let's see how much it's mounted here. So it's got rubber feet that go into this little bushings. So you want to pull them up like that. Let's move over to the engine cover. We'll just pop this up. Make sure we have clearance. So now that the negative's disconnected, we can disconnect our module, and you're going to push down on that little black tab right there and push up on the red connector. Bring it all the way forward, and you see how the connector comes up. Now it's clear to lift up, set aside. Same here, push down on that tab, lift up, set aside. There is one ground wire, so we're going to have to disconnect that, 10mm socket. Now I'm going to put that socket back in, just a couple of turns by hand. Now the box should be fairly clear to come up. Take this little connector off. Let's take the hose off the valve cover right here. Breather. Let's get that out of the way. So now that the air box is out of the way, the position of this crank position sensor is right here. So we're going to have to go in at this angle and take a few things out and get that sensor out. All right, so now we're here where the crank position sensor is. This is the upstream O2 sensor connector, and we're going to take this off of that shield. Take that clip off. Oh, or leave the clip on. But we're going to disconnect this to give us some good throw. Move that aside. Now we're going to take this shield out of the way, this heat shield. So right here we have a 10mm socket. So wrench or socket, I'm going to use a deep 10mm. There we go. Set that aside. Let's grab that. There we go. They tell you to take that whole shield off. Let's hope we don't have to do that. So now we have the clip to the crank position sensor, and you can see that red lock tab. So we're going to have to pull up on that. I'm going to use a small screwdriver. Pull up, and I can take this tab and squeeze and lift up. Now you see the mounting screw for that crank position sensor right here. And that should be a 10mm socket. It's a little tight, but it's workable. There we go, take it out of the way. Now we're going to grab that sensor, give it a little twist, and then push out at the same time. And there it is. Okay, so now take your cam position sensor, your exhaust cam position sensor, and line it back up. Wiggle it till it bottoms out. Grab your bolt. Just give it a little wiggle till you find the center for that bolt to mount, and then start it by hand, of course. There you go. Using that 10mm socket, we're going to snug it up, and then we'll torque it to the factory spec. Okay, Let's get our torque wrench. Torque specs are 79.5 inch-pounds. And there we go. That's snug. Now let's take our connector, put that on, push down that lock tab. Okay, so now we have the top of the shield. Let's slide that all the way in, like that. Let's take our nut, start it. You can snug that up. I'll take our upper O2 sensor connector, clip that, bring it on down, lock it in. So before we put our airbox in, we're going to take the module PCM connectors and let's get them up and out of the way. Now you can line up those 3 push pins and those rubber grommets. Line it up and give it a push. Just push it right down. I'm going to put my breather hose on. Just push it right on. Let's line up that air intake hose. There we go. So it did help to pull it back out of the front bushing. Now we're going to put this mounting screw on this bracket. Just hand tight. Let's grab our PCM connectors. I'm going to put the gray one on first. That way I can put this clip on. So you're going to line it up straight on there. Wiggle it till it hits all those little pins, and then bring this handle down, and you see how it pulls itself down, and it will lock. Here, click. Let's do the same to this one. Make sure it's straight and not at an angle. Then pull this down, and it locks. Our ground cable goes over here. I'm just going to bring it out there. See how I connect everything before I get my tools to tighten? Because then it's just a one-shot deal to tighten everything up. 10mm socket. Going to do the bracket first. And now the ground. Don't hit that too hard. Just make sure it's snug. Now we're going to do the 8mm socket. We're going to tighten up this hose clamp. Make sure that rubber piece is in line with that airbox. There's a little cutout for it. You'll see it. Now we can put our negative cable back. $10mm socket or wrench. Now before I snug that up, I like to hold on to the back side of the cable, the terminal, shall I say, so that way it puts no pressure on that lead battery terminal. Now we can put our air dam inlet air. Just line that up. Kind of falls right into place. These tabs will be facing the same way. Then turn a quarter turn clockwise. The engine cover has these bushings right here. There's 4 of them, 2 in the back, 2 in the front, and they go right into those little rubber caps. Line them up, then line up the dipstick, push down. When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.